All right. Welcome. Blessed be Ahio, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy set apart name, and Yeshua, the true and living word. I shall be confident, and the Father shall be glorified. Today is the second day of the week, and yes, I'm coming on here to share with you all my Zari's hair mask combination. There's been some things that I've been discovering and just doing over the few days now, and I even can say that these combinational mask regimen DIYs or natural remedies actually really work, and I'm ecstatic to share. So first I want to get my latex gloves, which keep my hands sterile. Okay, so I'm going to put my gloves on, and I'm going to share everything that I have here that I use. Okay. The great news about DIYs and hair regimens of home recipes and things like that is that you don't really have to be a stickler when it comes to measurements, because people's hair length and hair textures are different. Now, as soon as I put this glove on, I touch my face. I have 4C hair, okay? And a lot of people know how hard it is to keep our hair moisturized. So I'm going to go ahead and share all the things that I have before I tell you the steps of my hair mask, okay? So I have here coconut milk. I have freshly cut aloe veras that have been in my fridge for 2 days, okay? And the way to keep the aloe veras when you cut them fresh, you want to make sure after you rinse them that you put them in cold water and get an airtight thing. I can't touch the door. I have gloves on. Who is that? Who is it? Zebediah? Yeah. I told you I'm live right now, right? Okay. I can't. Hold on. Let me use my dress. No, Zebediah, don't come on with that stupid stuff. I'm not playing.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to go.
No.
I'm not going to
Shoot, listen. Go ahead. Don't come across this camera. You hear what I said?
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing with you. All right. So I cut my aloe veras. I'm going to show you. And I put them in this little container like this. And when I shut it, I make sure the air is out and I press down on it. So here is an aloe vera. See how fresh and good it is? It's been in my mini fridge for a good, ever since preparation day, which is Friday. Okay, if you don't know what preparation day, I keep the commandments on the Most High, and the preparation day is the 6th day of the week when we prepare for the 7th day. And then I also have here fresh rosemary. And what I do with the rosemary is I put some water in my kettle, like as if I'm brewing tea. And then once it's hot and ready, I put my rosemary inside this cup and pour water on it, and it gives me like a rosemary water. If you can't see it, because let me bring this down some so you can see. And the water is like a little greenish tint, and it smells good. Rosemary is also good for headaches too. All right, go ahead, Zebediah. Go ahead, Zebediah. This is not the time for that nonsense. All right. Yeah. Here.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to get fresh gloves because I just touched that. All right. And I want to keep everything clean because it's going in my hair. And so, I'm just going to keep everything clean and sterile. Now, I had rice water fermenting for, I believe, since the 6th day of the week as well. So this is a 3-day fermented rice water. And now you can imagine it really smells. And this is why I will be adding rosemary water. And I also have cucumber and aloe vera water that's been juiced. I'm using my magic bullet for everything. Okay, so I used an old spray container that I have in here. You see at the bottoms of it is a lot of contents, which is the aloe vera and the cucumber. And I use organic cucumbers, and I use distilled water for all of my waters. I don't use any of the water from the faucet. And when I wash my hair, I have a filtering system on the faucet thing for washing my hair. So we went through the coconut milk, the aloe vera, the rosemary, the aloe vera, and cucumber mist. And the reason why I want to bring this out is because most times when people do rice waters or they do hair masks, I've seen people do them separately. And I thought, well, when I'm getting ready to apply my hair mask, I want my hair to be a little damp. So what I do is I part it in 4 sections and I spray. This comes out very misty because it was a thermal heat protectant. Okay. You can get whatever spray bottle that you choose. And I part my hair in 4 sections and I spray. I part it with my fingers and I spray and then I apply the hair mask. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and add my rosemary water from this morning to my rice water. All right. I have here oat milk. Okay, this is oat milk. That glare is really drawing. Okay, so I have here, this is my homemade oat milk. Okay, I let the oatmeal sit in distilled water for a good hour and some change. And then after that, I went ahead and put it in my bullet and blended. All right, I have also in my bullet ready a little bit of oat milk mayo with olive oil by Berman's. Okay, it's really hard to get this stuff, but you can look around and find it. So this is Berman's mayo with olive oil. All right, I also added my own olive oil and bananas and avocado in here, sunflower oil, no seeds. What else did I put in here? It was grapeseed oil. Okay. And now I have mint, fresh mint, also in this water because mint also helps open your hair follicle. And it's just good to have this mint for your water substance as well. So I get distilled water, boil it, put this mint leaf in there. Let me show you. You can get these in your grocery store. Okay. Rosemary and mint. Okay, organic. All right, so here I already have, I'm going to add this leaf of this water to my rice water regimen. Okay. All right, so I put my rosemary there, I need my lint there, my rosemary there. And I get my bullet ready. I'm going to cut me some aloe vera. Okay. Alright. Good thing about this hair mask is that also I realized after I did plaits to my hair, I seen the shine even in the plaits. I'm really seeing a difference in this. I've been doing these hair masks like almost every other day or every 2 days. I'm giving my hair a protein spoil treatment. Okay. So I'm gonna add my rice water as the base to my mask. Not too much because I don't want it runny. Okay, it's basically an eyeball game thing here. All right, if you're gonna use a lot of bananas, and of course you would use a lot more water just so it can properly blend. All right, let me move this down. The mayo seems to be the hardest to mix. I don't know why. The mayo seems to be the hardest to mix, and this is probably why I should have put the mayo and the oatmeal with just the white substance in last. But what I normally do too is I'll take it off and I'll shake it. Shake it. And I even grounded some biotin vitamins. I grounded biotin vitamins and I added it to my last mixture. And my hair tingles. Okay. The mint. Remember, if you don't have your own like a mint extract or mint oil, it's nothing wrong with you buying these things in your produce area and steaming them with your kettle, like as if you were going to brew tea. and just use the water as hot water is going to pull the nutrients out of the mint or the rosemary and add it to your rice water because the rice water smells. I'm a G with it. I can take the stinky stench. It doesn't really matter to me because when I add that banana, that avocado, and the rosemaries and stuff like that, it tends to overshadow the smell. And if you want, you can get your lavenders, stuff of the such. Whatever you prefer, a citrus. I did add a little bit of lemon extract to my rice water. Okay. Because it fermented longer, it does smell stronger. And I did 3 days of fermentation. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it some more. Remember, the trick here is not just using regular water, but getting distilled water and using rice water as your blender for your hair mask. It's like it's 2 in 1. You want to thank your greens. Avocado, no, I was holding that. Avocado, aloe vera, cucumber, greens, coconut milk, goat's milk if you prefer, almond milk, mayo. I don't do the egg. I just don't do the egg because I feel that the things that I'm adding to it has enough protein for the place of an egg, because I did an egg one time in my hair and I love a warm rinse and a warm shower. Shalom, sister, natural sweet tooth, and shalom to you. I saw your comment earlier and I wasn't able to comment. I don't know why, but yes, I absolutely fell in love with oat milk, so much so I made my own. So right now what I'm making, sis, is a hair mask. And sharing my hair mask because I've been going, through a phase where I want to just do my own little hair mask and hair regimens, DIY home remedies. So before I go any further, what I've done so far, also you can get a strainer from the Dollar Tree, and some people use like hair mesh, like pantyhose material when doing the chai and the fennel seed. But I've been using coffee filters. Coffee filters work just as much. The only thing about the coffee filter is that you're not going to be able to squeeze it. So just to get your base up, I'm talking about for when you're trying to extract liquid. When you're dealing with a gel, you want to go the route of a cheesecloth. I've used stockings, and after squeezing, it pokes a hole. So I'm sure with a cheesecloth, it works a lot better when you're dealing with jelly substance. Okay. If you want to grind your aloe vera, Shalom, sis Bonita Murray. Welcome. Today we are talking about hair masks, and just, it's a day where I don't do my normal teaching or like breakdown and edification. And so I want to make, maybe one day out of the week, maybe a second day of the week or the fourth day, and just come on and share cooking with you guys. We're going to be doing soap making, sewing, gardening, and, plant, flower beds when the spring and summer months come, because I didn't get a chance to really show y'all last time. Just getting settled into this was my first year being home, but I'm a lot settled in now. And so I have time through this winter months to get things in order and set up for, fun sister share. So, plus because I'm doing with the children for homeschool. So we have a STEM activity that we'll be doing soap making. So I thought I'd share with you all. This sounds like a great idea. Exactly. I think it's a great idea indeed. So if you ever want to make your own oatmeal hair mask or face mask, listen to me, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell, but right here under my eye a little bit was getting a little dark, and it's still kind of there. I've been doing an aloe vera and doo-doo black soap face regimen and turmeric and honey. So what I do is I always wash my face with the black soap. Then after that, pat dry. Then I get my turmeric and honey. Okay, I let it sit for a while so it can get thick, like a muddy substance. Then I get my paintbrush, like a makeup brush, specifically for that. Has never been used or any makeup or anything of the such. When you get to the point where you start cleaning your face, you be like real bougie. Like, I don't know about nobody's makeup. Like, I was so, after putting the face mask on my face and I seen some clear up, okay, I'm like, I ain't too pressed about putting no makeup on my face. If I gotta thug it out and get through this process to get my skin to where it's at in the cleansing process, I don't want to reclog my pores or confuse my skin with putting foundation on. Now, this is something if you don't have to go anywhere, you have nobody to impress, or even if you just don't, not that you have somebody impressed, if you can take a couple of days, 30 days to bowl it out and not put foundation, then join in the challenge. Simply washing your face morning and night. And then what I do also is after I take my my turmeric and honey face mask off, then I would get the aloe vera, okay, it's finely cut, and you can keep it in water. So if you don't have that much, you don't want to use it all, keep it in water and seal tight in a container in your fridge. It'll last you. I haven't seen how long it is, but we're trial and error here. And then after you peel the green part off, then you're going to smear on your face, the jelly part, and then get Ataria 2 weekend workout challenge. Welcome, Shalom, beloved. I like your name. Week workout challenge. I like that. I'm going to be getting me a treadmill soon. So after you get your turmeric and honey off your face, then you're going to get your aloe vera. And I also have aloe vera gel that you can get either on Amazon or your local, whatever have you may store. Okay. So that's just not just straight aloe vera on your face. Now I've done aloe vera straight on my face last night to see how it would work without the gel. And I think I like the gel too, because it forms a mask and it sleeps on my face overnight. So I don't wake up every night with the T-zone oily as crap. All right. So boom, let's finish this hair regimen mayonnaise. Okay. Because even Zion's excited about it. And he hates mayo. He hates mayonnaise. So the only way I can get mayo anywhere near my son is if I put it in his hair. When I was buying the mayo yesterday, he was like, ew, get that out the cart. He hates it. All right. So I'm going to keep running it. If you have anything, I like to use my teaspoon. Where's my teaspoon? Okay. So here is my oat milk, homemade oat milk set aside for my soap making. All right. And if you're new to making soap and you want to do this with me, then I would encourage you to get for beginner soap making, melt and pour base, a clear or a white. Okay. And get look at some different things like the stuff that you need, the soap making kit. That's what I'm getting into. Not so much to say maybe to try and sell. I just want to test the waters and see, because me and the children did candle making before and that was fun. So I'm here wanting to try out soap making as well. So I got my teaspoon here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and take off my lid, which is it's a bullet. I don't like magic. So we say a miracle working bullet. Come on and lift him. All right. All things, we're going to make sure the Father is glorified up in this building. All right. So I'm going to get all the substances. I don't believe in wasting anything. All right. And I saw some goat's milk, melt and pour soap bases, some shea butter, and some coconut. I'm excited about it. All right. So boom. There we have it. See that? This is the hair mask. What's inside, may you ask? There is mayo with aloe vera. Excuse me. Not aloe vera, olive oil. Olive oil. Let me show you this brand so that you can be looking for this. I have not seen much of these before. Yes, I can't do live because of asthma, but can use melt and pour base. Exactly. Says, let me tell you something about me with the chemicals and all that kind of stuff with children. I just wasn't too crazy about having that. So I said melt and pour is perfect for me. So mayonnaise. Okay, we'll be doing that. I'll be trying to, I got to order. I got a lot of stuff I got to order. So we'll possibly be doing the official soap making next week. That's my goal. But this week I want to do hair and skin. Okay, sisters. All right. And then once it starts warming up, we'll be doing, because I'm going to have faith that I'm going to get me some big containers, drill me some holes in the bottom, put me some soil in there, right? Possibly make my own gardens, raised up flower beds here. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. And that's why I've always been timid to do that. But if you have containers, you can most certainly take them with you and use the lids that the containers come with and use them underneath the bottom when transporting them. All right. Candles. Yes. And candles, beloveds. Oh my gosh. Yes. So rice water with lemon extract, with mint, and with also rosemary. You have mayo, avocado, banana. We have olive oil. We also have oat milk. Okay, I'm going to be adding a little bit of coconut milk as well. All right. And remember, you can keep your aloe vera because I have an aloe vera plant over there. Um, Once you cut it, you can put it in some water and put it in the fridge, and it's been doing good for me, and I'm grateful for that because I do not like stuff going to waste. And in here, what I did was I cut up my aloe vera, like you see. I cut up my cucumber. I blended it in the same little miracle working blender, okay? And then I put the liquid inside this here with a little bit of, what was it? What oil was it? What oil was it? It kind of preserves. Father, bring it to my remembrance in the mighty name of your son. I think it was child. What was it, y'all? Almond? No, it was one of them oils. When it comes to me, I'll tell you. But like I said, part your hair in fours, spray your, and you know what I could do too? I could add, if you have a bigger spray bottle, which works really great, you know, when you get from the Dollar General or wherever you like to prefer to go, and mix your shredded or grinded basically, let's say aloe vera water and cucumber water with rice water. Boom. I'm talking about a trio combination. You just got to use your imagination, beloveds. Yes, I'm always catching you when I'm in the car. Says, oh, but as usual, I will be watching it later on tonight. But this was a great idea. It says, I love it. All praises, sis. And also with nails too, flower beds, because I like to feel like a lady and get my nails done. But I'm not too crazy, even if it's a sister-owned shop or anybody's shop, going in there when knowing they're using these buffing and these fillers, and it's the dead skin cells that drive me. Woo! So I want to find more natural ways to grow our nails. And also, if you're using this hair mask for your hair, don't be afraid to use it for your eyebrows. If you went to somebody's shop and they got a little bit too waxy happy for you, or threading happy, or whatever happy with your eyebrows, and left you looking thin and dried out, beloved, slap a little bit on that eyebrows hairs. Okay. So here, this is my oat milk. All right. So now I'm going to get me a little bit of this coconut milk. All right. And I remember seeing one of these beloved sisters say, when you get the coconut milk, yes, perfect. You want to make sure that it's thick. If it's like a thin version where the water is going to be like run down or the top, then you want to stay. She said, let it sit in the refrigerator for some time. Oh, and it will separate. And that way you can pour out the water. So here I have, I even got goat's milk. I'm going to save that goat's milk for my soap making. Okay. So it's perfect. It's perfect. It's already thick. Look at that, beloved. Here, let me get this glare out of here. Is that better for you all? Let's see. Because I don't got no fancy camera, y'all. I'm dealing with a laptop. Come on and lift me. All right. Boom. Here we have it. And guess what else I even used last time, y'all? Somebody's pomegranate fruit. I definitely did. I took the skins of the fruit, because that's still in my fridge downstairs, and I put that in the miracle working blender, and I mixed that with mayo, banana, and the pomegranate. So at the end of the day, if you have allergic reactions, of course, to any of these items, don't use it, okay, because it could very well affect your scalp and cause you to have an allergic reaction. And I don't want to be responsible for anybody's allergic reactions, okay? No, I am not a hairstylist or anything of professional. I am professionally anointed by my Father, and whatever he gives me in my spirit, I share it. Okay. Now I'm noticing right now, I'm feeling even like a little tingling in my scalp because I'm feeling the hair. There's different kinds of itches. There's a dry itch, there's a hair growth itch, and there's also an itch when your hair is overwhelmed. It's too much oils, it's irritated, it's dirty. What we do with those? Shampoos, and you can use natural remedies with that as well. What I like for a natural remedy for shampoo and hair or cleansing your hair is baking soda and apple cider vinegar. Never does wrong. What you do is you get you a container with the with the baking soda and the water, distilled, of course, if you can help it. You know, you can get these anywhere. They're a big bottle, okay? And shake it up so that the baking soda can blend the water. Sometimes a warm water, if you warm it up, boil it in a big pot, it'll help make the baking soda dissolve more. Then put that on your hair. And after you pour it on your hair, get the apple cider vinegar and pour it on your hair. And you'll see that fizzing, and it will literally declog the strand and the scalp. Okay. So far, that's what it is, family. I got, this is straight oat milk. You can make that with your own oatmeal at home. Pour distilled water on it. Let the water and the oatmeal sit. You don't have to you have to measure it. Basically, you just pour enough water till it covers the oatmeal. Once you do that, now if you want a lot of oat milk, then of course, say like maybe do 2 cups of oatmeal and and probably 3 cups or 4 cups of water, whichever you prefer. You can get rosemary and mint at your local grocery store. Spray bottle for your water to put spray on your hair, because squirting it on your hair, you're gonna get a lot more on your body. What my point is here is to make sure you effectively apply these things. All right. And I've seen on YouTube people, pouring the water on their hair and spray it, sweetheart. Spray that on your hair. I'm talking like especially them ends. Spoiled hair growth and retaining that length is all about attention to the ends. The root system in the scalp, it's going to take care of itself. But the point of us taking care of is not put too much stress hairstyles on our hair. Even when tying your hair up, and be gentle on your edges. If you could possibly get a satin or silk like head scarf or around, and then put you a cotton cloth on so that your cotton head wrap is not drying out your hair, do that. Or put you a whole silk one underneath, and then put you your pretty linen or your pretty cotton or whatever hair wrap that you would prefer. I'm speaking to my sisters that are walking in modesty according to the word of the Most High in righteousness, and they keep their heads covered, even when they're not praying a proper sign, to be cautious of a man looking upon her and lusting. Not to say if you got your hair out breathing or whatever have you out here breaking Torah. All right. Now, so here I have my hair. It feels so thick and wonderful. I'm going to add that to the rest of my oat milk. Okay. Because when I add it to their hair, I like it in an open bottle like this. So I can just take my hair as I plait the children's hair or my hair and apply it like as if you were doing a treatment or a relaxer or something like that, like leave-in conditioner. And what I do too after I do this is I get a hair shower cap. After I put this in, I let it sit for an hour or however long you want. If you want to cook, heck, you might even run to the store, whatever have you may, and just let it sit. I would not recommend anything overnight. The reason I say nothing overnight is because, remember, we're dealing with stuff, natural things that actually automatically will change if you sit out too long. So if you can help it and it's tired and you want to do it, and you don't, try to set a time in the day when you got the time to sit in there, wash it, cleanse it, and all that in the third. Okay? Yes. She said 2 weekend work. Oh, his question, are you a part of GOCC camp? No, beloved, I'm not a part of GOCC's camp. I'm not a part of any camp. I've watched some of their videos, and I do chat in the comment section from time to time. I just watched last Sabbath with Elder Ricard and the other, not Ricard, Lawyer, with the other gentleman. They did a very good job. When I first woke up to like watching videos, they were one of the camps that I would prefer to watch. There are things that with majority of the camps I don't agree with, but I don't allow those differences to stop me from understanding to get information, because I know that the Father, I would prefer my people over a pastor in a Christian church. Then there are some things that Christian churches could give information, but as far as I'm concerned, if you're not living according to this word, there's nothing you can tell me. And the differences that I have with GOCC is simply that they believe the Holy Spirit is a female and that the Son of the Most High was born of Joseph. And that is not true. So I don't want to get into debates. If you'd like to share where you stand, or if you are part of the congregation, I don't want to be rude, disrespectful to you. Or even the elders. Those are my brothers. I love them. I love all the people of the Most High. I know that when the King comes, we'll then see eye to eye. And in the meantime, I pray for them on behalf of those differences and pray that we can come to some solid ground, because the kingdom is at hand. So that's a summary for that. I was told to wear white by the Holy Spirit when I would go live. Sometimes people say, she says a higher, she wears white, And I wonder if she's on GLCC. I live in Pennsylvania. I could, go to, I think the campus in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. but I would, wouldn't mind congregating. I would like to be around more brothers and sisters, but I have to move as I'm led. So I'm not saying the Father is not telling me to not fellowship. That's just something right now He hasn't given me the command on. So, boom, here I have it. My hair mask mixed with my coconut milk, homemade, not coconut. Well, yeah, I did add coconut milk to it, but my oat milk. I'm really, really, really excited about oat milk. And also for breakfast, too. If you like coffee and you're trying to go a healthy route with coffee, leave the sugar and leave the cream alone. Drink it straight. Not if you're on your way to work, because some people it does cause you to have to use the bathroom. But it's also a good cleanser. I even added a little bit of coffee to my hair shampoo. And the shampoo that I have is by African's Pride or it's by Shea Moisture. One of the two, I'm not sure. I have a Jamaican Castrol hair shampoo that I add to my hair. I added the coffee liquid too, just to stretch it out because some of these shampoos have come very, very thick. And it's been holding really decent. So there it is, beloveds. Oh yes, let me share this as well. So after I do my hair mask and I wash it out, okay, because I haven't yet found a deep conditioner that I'm really, really crazy about. And I know that either you could use a moisturizer. Some people do grease. I stay away from some greases because of petroleum. Their base is petroleum. There's probably a wax or whatever's in it that I don't really care for. So here today I have, I bought from Amazon, praise the Father, because I got the app on my phone. So I was able to get a hold of them. Y'all know me and Amazon had some beef. I had to rebuke them this morning. But Caribbean Coastal Delights by Amazon. It's raw cocoa butter, 100% fresh, 8 ounce. I love the gold bag. Let me show you how it looks. It did come a little smashed up, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna complain. I just put it in my mini fridge downstairs. It smells so good. You know what cocoa butter reminds me of when I was a child? Because I got burnt when I was a baby. And I had this scar on my shoulder and on my forehead because I had to be mummified after pouring hot grease on myself, and my mommy would rub me down with cocoa butter. The doctor was like cocoa butter. And so I smelled that cocoa butter. It's just memories for me. So what I'm going to do is after I put my hair mask in, I'm going to melt some of this butter, and I'm not going to do it in the microwave. No. Let me show you what I'm going to do. All right. I want to get a bowl like this, okay? A bowl like this. And you want to get a pot. Preferably, I got a pot that comes with, like, not a big one. Okay, perfect. Something like this, right? And you want to boil it like that. I don't care for microwaves because it's the radioactive, and I just feel like a natural steam boil will do it. Okay, it's just try to be healthy in every possible way. When it comes to our hair, sisters of melanin, brown and black sisters, our hair is bougie. They have told us along that good hair is fine hair. First of all, good hair is hair that's taken care of. That's what I say, okay? Our hair is versatile. And after I began to start taking care of my hair and being more attentive to my hair, I began to see my baby hair come back where like the kind, it's like different curl patterns all through. I have like probably 2 or 3 curl patterns in my hair. Okay. And I didn't allow the big chop to get me discouraged. All right. For a while in the summer, I would do the braids, the individual braids, and I would just keep my hands, keep styles limited to my hair. And then also when if you have hair, like, a big fro like style you want to do, then that takes work as well. But when you want to put ponytails in, what is important is that if you're going to do a ponytail, make sure days before that, I saw this sister do this. It's called the Baggy Method, where you put the ponytail. Okay, don't forget, the ends is not just what comes out the ponytail. The ends are also what's on its way to the ponytail. And so suppose your front and your back and your sides is not as long as the gathering of what's out. What you see in the out is normally what's in the middle and what's working on its way up. So don't neglect the ends on your way here. Which what I'm saying is get you some cocoa butter, Melt it down while the hair is in drying state, not damp, but drying state, a little damp. All right. You don't want to spray your rice water because you have to rinse it out again. So what you want to do is have say like a regular water with a little bit of coconut water, and you want to make sure your sprouts thing is a little wide, because if say it was sitting for some time and it clunks up in there, all you got to do is steam you some water in your tea kettle, put your spray bottle in it, and it will help dissolve the coconut water. I mean the coconut oil, because remember, coconut, once it's cool and it's sit and settle, it will clunk up, and it even doesn't hurt to get a little warm rag and rub on your sprout area so that it can get through as well, beloveds. All right. So boom, after I put my wash my mask out, what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and melt some of this butter. All right. And once it's dampened stage, take care of the moisturizing part. Remember, it's in four. Oh yes, thank you, Holy Spirit. When it's in 4 parts, when you rinse it or wash it. Now, when I'm doing these hair regimens, I don't use regular shampoos. I use my black African soap. It really cleanses my hair. And I have, while it's sitting in, the little plaits or however you want to keep the mask in your hair in the individual 4 parts, rinse out one side at a time. Have you a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush in the shower while you're doing it. And once you're done, replat that. Come over here, boom. Do it in different sections. And I tell you, it helps you when you're coming out the shower and you're drying it, less tangle and natty, because my hair, child, I've had to learn how to really work at what was best for me to make it manageable. And let me show you right now, okay? You see this? The plaits. This is this is the most comfortable protective style I can tell you, because braids is a lot more tension and stress on the hair. But the plaits, I very delicately let me show you. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this plait out. Okay. And then you can see the beautiful design it does too. If you want to just plait it and take it out and let it rock. Oh, I'm very careful with undoing it because I want to show my hair respect. Be respectful now. It's a living organism. All right. And you can take anointing oil as well and pray over your head, sisters, and anoint your hair and rub it in. Okay. Just like Samson was able to pray. His hair came back when he prayed. And I know when the Father says in Isaiah 3 that he took our hair because we were haughty and stiff-necked. When we begin to humble ourselves, that alone brings our hair back, okay? So look at that pretty pattern. That's a cute for a little out, flap, style, whatever have you. So boom, let me show you how I do it. You take 2 strands and you overlap. You overlap. You overlap. See that? Boom. See that? And when detangling, always start at your ends first and work your way up. I'm sure we know this by now, but I just want to reinforce. Okay, I don't put any rubber bands on my ends. We don't need rubber bands on our ends. Rubber bands are disrespectful to our hair, and rubber bands can have several somebody's wear. And also, if you want to put scrunchies, it wouldn't hurt to moisturize your scrunchie so your scrunchie's not dry, holding on to your lovely moisturized hair. That's right. Let your hair sit. And if you got to use rubber bands for a certain style, like I'm going to try this one style, the Bantu knots. Oh, it's so cute with some gold string on it. Then moisturize also your rubber bands by all means. And let them rubber bands be moist when they go on your hair. Because I've done it for a little sweetheart when I was doing her hair. Her mommy was like, we ain't been putting, I said, I don't blame you. Putting no rubber bands in her hair. And then also, whenever I would put my, edge control, I have a biotin infused edge control. All right. And I would use the edge control, that biotin infused edge control to keep my ends together. But even if I don't, it still stays. Boom. There you go. See that? You can see you see this shine. You may not be able to see it as good, but The part ain't perfect because it ain't even a big deal. And you can see, if y'all been watching me for some time, see, this is my bald spot here when I was a little girl, and got into an altercation with a spirit that was not of the Most High, and it was my natural hair she yanked out of. I'm talking about a whole plait, y'all. Most High have mercy on that woman. Please help me forgive and get that at my heart. But anywho, so we're gonna work on this, babies. So y'all gonna be able to see me. We started this whole journey in December. I started it last week. So I say by towards the end of the first week in December, I will be charting down and writing down ingredients and steps. And then let's say by March, right around our new year, around Passover, we're gonna check the status, okay? And then get you a t-shirt, beloved sisters, and get you a Sharpie marker and do your charting of your hair length. So when you check it, you can see now people, whenever they do a hair measurement, they always do the nape to the back. If you're going to do the nape and back measurements, you want to do also a part and get like a piece of paper or I could say wrapping paper, something long that you could put it. Also measure from this part there, and then from the front down, because the nape is going to give you the longest length is because it's closer down your back. But if you want, because see, when you start seeing my nape measurements, it's probably like say 10 inches, and my middle is about 8.5, and then my top is like probably like 7. Then you can see when the top and the middle starts catching up to the bottom and they're even, or it ain't about knowing. It's all about your trim also, your trim action. If you're going to properly, I know it's hard. You got to trim the edge. You got to say goodbye to it. Okay. When you trim, if your hair is already unleveled, like in different layers, okay, you don't have to. If you want to, I would prefer you cut it to the length where it all grows in one length. But some people's hair, like our body, there's one side longer than the other. And no matter what trimming you do, one side's going to have a faster growth. So keep it in mind. What you do on the other side is you just get that more circulation of massage. You just kind of pamper that other side a little bit more, give it a little bit more TLC. Put it in an intensive care unit, and then measure. I would say every 3 months. Every 3 months, measure and see where you're at. You don't want to do the 30-day challenge. My hair grew drastically. People, stop. I mean, I'm not going to knock you if your hair's growing that fast, but honestly, nothing in life is overnight. So we're going to have to be consistent, be diligent, and faithful when it comes to giving ourselves the care we need, as with skin, also what you put inside of you. Drinking also chai and fennel seed in your teas helps fill you up in the morning and sustains you. Okay. Putting lemon juice and lime juice and a little bit of vinegar over your salads, over salad dressing. Adding, let me show you what I make for breakfast real quick. I'm going to get out your hair so I can put this mask on and get my dinner going. All right. Let me show you what I make. All right. So I get this wheat brain flakes. Now this morning, I wasn't really in the mood to make a bowl of cereal, so I showed y'all what I had in my oat milk with the milkshake, and then I had a little bit of bacon and eggs too. So turkey bacon, might I add, hickory smoke. Come on, the lifting. All right, wheat brain flakes. Okay, hold on, let me cover my head back up with just want to cover my head back up. All right. Got a little floop in the front. All right. Boom. So we got the brain flakes. I add a banana and I add walnuts. I get my honey. I drizzle that honey on top of that baby. Boom. I throw my milk in there, whichever milk you prefer, and I goes in. Look at the benefits of this here. Vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium, vitamin C, A, C, and E. Now remember, when you are taking multivitamins, be mindful of the amount when you're eating other healthy things as well. You don't want a vitamin overload. All right. Vitamin B6s, B12s, and phosphorus, and magnesium, zinc, and copper. These beautiful things that, you can even make a trail mix of this. Have you some dried cereal with oatmeal. I mean, not oatmeal, but like nuts and cranberries, sunflower seeds already peeled. Oh, yes. And that will just be a treat for itself. So, beloved ladies and gentlemen, well, preferably ladies, my sisters, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and apply this hair mask, and I'm going to upload a video of the end results. Okay, probably once I'm done dinner, because we're having salmon tonight. I think I'm going to have some salmon and some, I can't say this word, so quinoa. I think that's how you say quinoa. And I think we'll have for our green, possibly some sweet peas. Nobody in the family really likes sweet peas, but I like sweet peas. So I'll make sweet peas for me. If they don't, I'll make them some fresh broccoli or something like that. Asparagus or something of the such. Yes, asparagus always goes good with salmon. So, ladies and gentlemen, preferably ladies, if there's any more questions or comments and concerns before I go out of here, this is the time also to do so before I head on out. All right. And this, it was, what was it, 8 ounces of raw cocoa butter was only like $4 off of Amazon. And I love this goat wrap. I'm going to keep this goat wrap and pull the air out. All right. Talking about Amazon, I have not received my Bible yet. Still on. Which one, beloved? Did you get the Ahia Yabs Bible? Zeba, can you take this over there and put in that cat roundabout, baby? Thank you, sweetheart. Zion, I got your hair mask ready.
What you doing, Mom?
I was telling the sister about our secret. Tell family how much you love Mommy's hair mask.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, praises. Zebediah was saying, my curls is coming back. He had curls, was just impacted. Yes? Oh, can you play the game? Go ahead. All right. Well, you got the Yabs Bible, beloved? See, let me tell you something with Amazon. This is what I had to do this morning. I had bought this some soap making kit. And lo and behold, I had changed my mind and I had turned around and canceled it. They had a pre-authorization, and I called my bank this morning. It was a couple of days. My bank said it took 48 hours for the pre-authorization to get released. So I called the bank. They said, oh, no, ma'am. They said they went ahead and took that money. So I said, okay, I see how they do. So I called Amazon. Let me tell you something. Amazon, we've been going at it since the Most High told me to proclaim the name of Ahia. They are some haters. The Bible, the Ahia Bible that I was just asking you about was like priced probably the most after shipping is like $98. When I got my first order, it was like $80. When I first Googled a Bible with no pagan terms, it brought up the Yasha Ahia Bible scriptures. Shortly after the Most High had me proclaim his name and I did reviews on the Bible and things of the such, turns around and the Bible was like, I'm trying to think. I think it was like $275, nearly $300. I remember one time I was like, okay, why would they do something like this after me? Because it was around Passover time, and I rebuked those who made the Sefer Bible because this was when I was researching, and that's because Mosai made me an investigator, okay, private eye investigator, okay. I've been nosy since I was a little baby. I'm gonna figure it out. So I went online and I looked up, I said, because this is why I used to say the Tetragrammaton name, the one. All right. So I said, well, this is a name. I'm going to try to see if I can find, if somebody asked me, how can I prove this is his name? So I went on the website to order my Sefer, right? And it was like a message or whatever on the website. Hey, spring sale, whatever, 15%, something like that. We'll be on break for the Passover, Mitzvah, whatever they said. And blah, scroll down. And it was, then they started questioning, they said, Usha, you know what I'm saying? Questioning how he was the only, I said, hold on, wait a minute now. Stop right there. How you gonna have a problem with the son being the only begotten? I don't give a John Brown what name you call him. You ain't finna be coming at the son of the Most High like that. Then they, on top of that, they had the nerve to deny that Isaac was the only child. It wasn't just, they said, ain't Ishmael the son too? I said, ain't nobody talking about no Ishmael. Ishmael's not according to the promise. Had it not been for Sarah going beyond the Most High, he wouldn't even have been. So Ishmael ought to be glad the Most High even allow him to live, because he could have sent the angel and said, let me get this bastard out of the way. He said a bastard will not have it, dwell in tabernacle. So at the end of the day, Amazon was being real shisty. When I realized, because see, you know why? When I rebuked the people of the Sefer Bible and I was promoting the Ahaya Bible, which was a Bible with no pagan terms, it was some warfare, spiritual warfare behind the scenes. Because a sister said to me, sister, they watching you. She said they turn around and mark the prices up. One of my sisters had told me. Then recently, right, I had bought the Aramaic Peshitta. And in the Aramaic Peshitta, let me show y'all this one with George M. Lamsa's. Okay, the Aramaic Peshitta with George M. Lamsa. That Bible was only like $30. I kid you not. They done charge that thing up too. Okay, let me get the Bible and show you. This poor baby is all torn in pieces. Okay, hold on, y'all. Bear with me now. It's a little dim up in here. Bear with me. All right, boom. This book Bible right here. You want to know what happened? I went in here to Exodus 3:14, like I'm finna do right now. It's no sweat. I don't have a problem doing that. Yeah. And showed how Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, it puts high, okay, that is the living God. And he said, thus you shall say to the children of Jacob, Ahaya has sent me unto you. Okay, this is my name for all generations, a memorial to all generations. So when I put that on the YouTube, I said it's in the Peshitta, it's in the Aramaic, it's in the Aramaic. But when you go into the Sefer Bible, what they say? Yeah, Isha. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The reason why you can't find the real name of Ahaya in the Aramaic, the Hebrew, is because his name wasn't Hebrew. That's another mystery right there. But anywho, long story short, Amazon sat there and took the video down that I did that review in. And shortly after that, my mother moved in with me. We made some orders. I bought the boys some linen outfits. I bought me a linen dress. I got something up like at least like $400. And guess what they did? Put my account on lock, talking about, some unusual suspicion because I used my mom's card. Now, her last name was the same as my last name, but her address was her old address that she had moved from. And it was my address and was my name. Also, it was a lot of things that it was like, okay. But at the end of the day, once my mother and I submitted everything they asked for the review of unlocking our account, they were still not trying to let me unlock my account. And for some time, I wasn't able to order from Amazon because I wanted to get some more of these Bibles and some more higher Bibles. So when I got a new phone, I got the app, I was able, without an email, use Amazon. So that's just what it is about Amazon. Whenever you make a purchase with Amazon, put them in prayer, beloveds, and speak. Let me tell you something. Prayer works because when my sister, shout out to you, Stolen History, wherever you may be, when she had bought me the second Bible, she told me it's gonna be there a couple of days. I was like, I want it now. I didn't mean to be a brat. I wasn't being a brat. I was just excited for it. So I prayed the day before, y'all. Literally, I had to wait like a day or a week or two, some change, to get the Bible. I prayed, and I had to be the Most High's heavenly host that made that Bible expedite. And the next day, it was at my door. You better come on and lift me. So you better believe that prayer can change things. So if you still wait for that Bible, sweetheart, I'm going to touch and agree with you right now, beloved. Bonita, is that Bonita Murray? That's right. We're going to pray in the mighty name of Yeshua that your Bible be released. Oh, yes. And that there will be no hindrances, disturbances for anybody else ever wanting to buy the Bible, a higher Bible, or any Peshitas. In the name of Yeshua, we speak that. We believe it is so be it. And also, Kentucky, judgment. I was looking up, I'm going to investigate that next Kentucky. I was looking up Breonna Taylor. Is that the state where Breonna was at? I'm not sure. We're going to do some research on that. I heard that the lawyers concerning Breonna Taylor's case walked off and they said it was justified. Basically, well, it wasn't really a case. They just didn't want to trial. So we need to keep the situation with Breonna Taylor in prayer, that her parents, whatever have you, that something be done concerning somebody get justice be served in this realm concerning Breonna Taylor. And all the rest of those cases that have been swept under the rug and things that's happened without the radar and the media. We pray that Most High start having things turn up. Kentucky, you got what you got because the Most High's hands against y'all. Y'all got a racist little history and no sympathy for y'all. Any of my people that's out there suffering, if you're not keeping the commandments, you better repent and get right with the Most High immediately, because you know why? His hand is out here smiting and judging these wicked states and nations because of the oppression and the disobedience of his children. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all got to get my dinner going and get this hair mask on. I appreciate y'all time and love. I'll give you about 2 minutes before I get off here. And perhaps you might be typing something. But yes, y'all, it's judgment. When I saw that damage, I said, Most High is not playing. Because the Sabbath ended in the night. When sundown, there was some disrespectful winds. I'm talking about so strong winds. A little toy from my puppy that was on the roof happened to be down there. So I said, well, you better come home, Father. Wasn't nothing damaged. But Bush got her toy back. Sure did. And if ever y'all want to get any of these ingredients, while I remember, I'm going to say everything while I remember. Any of these ingredients, and you ain't got a lot of money, all these. This is my favorite coconut oil. You want to know why? The ingredients is nothing but coconut oil. It don't say nothing. It don't say no lard, none of that. It says straight coconut. Because I used to use other coconuts and it would make my scalp itch. So yes, Sister Bonita, every day you think about your back order, say, I'll command that order of my Bible to move in the mighty name. We rebuke, tell me something back. We rebuke hindrances. We rebuke delay, send it to the wrong address. We rebuke Amazon and their conniving mechanisms. We rebuke thief. That's right. Straight up. Love y'all family. Go ahead, Sister Natural Sweet too. She said, Kaylin in Arkansas had nothing happen in my area, but other parts. See? Your house was covered. I tried to tell y'all the Father had showed me a vision of how the angels stand on top of the houses of those that are kept, but demons was crawling up and down and in and out the houses of those who were not kept, those who were not obedient. Y'all, the shadow of Mosiah overshadows our house, so the demons know they can't come here. Just like in Egypt, when we had the lamb's blood on the daggone doorpost and the what you call it. It's the same thing now. Yasha's blood was shed for those who would hear and obey. We ain't out here sliding and slipping and dancing to grace time. Yes, I don't got to keep the law. The devil is a liar. You ain't got to keep the law. We'll see if the law won't keep you. See if it won't keep you when they hit the fan out here. It sure won't keep you because he going to keep me. All right. So all praise. I'm glad to hear that report, Sister Natural Sweet too. Straight up facts. Indeed it is. And if you can, y'all, this one right here, they chart. It's even sometimes I think it's even hard to find. I think they completely removed it. I went on Amazon. I saw a Kindle version, not an actual paper version that you can keep. Because you see what I've been going through. I want to give me another one. But I'll see if Barnes and Noble got one. I'm going to find me one. Indeed, I will have my backup. And what I'll just do is I'll just wrap it with some paper or wrap it with a rubber band or ribbon and I keep it. Sure will. That's the one I ordered. They continue to say it's on back. You know what? The devil is a liar. We rebuke that. We will not even repeat that again, what they say. They are liars and the truth is not in them. Father, in the name of your son, Yeshua, let that order be moved, Father. Let your angels go forth. We're not playing with Satan and his children. Oh, no. Talking about something back order. The devil is a back order. You get your hands back up off the stuff of the Most High. They mad. Because when you get this right here, how you going to argue with his name being higher? How you going to argue with it then? And guess what I did, y'all? Couldn't sleep last night. Was up till like 2 a.m. Went ahead and called CBN. Zebediah likes to watch the Super Bowl, okay, because it's the little Bible story. He knows that images ain't white, but he just likes to watch that one, Bible Pathway Adventures, the kosher TVs, Peculiar TV one, different little children cartoon stuff. But I just got vexed. I get vexed every time he watched the Super Bowl. So I called him up. You know how I do. I called a hotline, but like I want some prayer. And I got this lady on the phone. Sound like a sister. I said, oh, this is my opportunity. I called her. She said, ma'am, what would you like to pray about? I said, I want to pray because I'm sick and tired of this oppression of my people and these lies and these whitewashed images on these cartoons. She said, what cartoons? I said, the Super Book. Why is everybody in the cartoons Caucasian? I said, better yet, Esau. Because the Bible had described him as red and ruddy and hairy all over. I said, but the Bible had also told me that the devil had covered the faces of the judges thereof. And the earth was deceived by the devil. He had deceived the whole earth. And if not, who then who did? I said, can you explain to me why they is the people that destroyed my ancestors and they the people in the book? I said, what you think I feel about that? I was just going in. Then she said, okay, ma'am, thank you for calling. I had to go. Click. I said, all right, don't you click on me. I'll call right back. Got Gideon on, a man named Gideon on the line. He said, my name's Gideon. I said, oh, Gideon, what a name. I said, nice name. He asked me my name. I said, Zari, Prophetess Zari. That's my name. He said, oh, yeah. As soon as I said Prophetess, he got a little silent. I said, you know what, Gideon, we got to do? We got to get to the bottom line of who's doing this. He said, doing what? I said, who's out here spreading these false images of the Messiah? I said, he is a black man. He ain't no Caucasian man. I said, no, everybody in the doggone Bible stories is gray and old. I said, he don't want you when you gray and old. I mean, he can get you when you're gray and old. I said, but he come for you in your youth. I said, you ain't gonna live out your little life. I said, I hate that stuff. Want to make it where like you live out your little simple life, and then once you're old and decrepit, he want to come and get you with an old. Moses was 40 years old when the Most High called him over there to go down to Egypt. What's with these gray-haired mans? And you know Jacob, it said he was smooth even when he had passed away. And Jacob, they was smooth. They wasn't old, crinkly old. And oh my gosh, the lady, Sarah, when they play Sarah, she got all these dark circles. She come out the dead. I said, y'all got to get this right. I said, we daughters of Zion was not looking like that out there. And we taught y'all how to wash. I said, we was out there looking like that over there in the East. We had nose earrings, anklet. We had bracelets on our ankles, bangles. It said hoops over in Songs of Solomon. I said, do that sound like a white girl to you or no? I said, that's a whole sister. I said, how many white people you see wearing hoops? Oh, you see sisters with a disrespectful hair wrap on, hoops, nose rings, anklets, branklets, all the above. That's right, sis. So be it, so be it. All names, Gideon. That's what I said out of all names, though. I said, Gideon, I'm going to need you to stop being in doubt right now, Gideon. I'm going to need you to tell the truth. I said, you can do it. I believe it. You can do it. I said, the force is with you. I said, tell the rest of them in your little prayer. What they did at your home or you're in that little lobby. By the time we take it, it's 2:00. He talking about good morning. I said, no, ain't nothing good but the Father. All things good come from above. And we're going to talk about what's above. We're going to talk about the truth tonight. I said, you better repent. I said, keep these commandments and live. I said, when people call in and ask for prayer, don't just try to pray with them and make them think all things going to be good. I said, nothing's going to go right for our people unless they repent and keep these commandments. He told our ancestors over there by the mouth of Moses, over there in Mount Sinai. I said, he told them to keep his commandments. I said, thou shalt not steal. I said, and keep that Sabbath day holy. I ran it down there. Mr. Gideon had more respect than his soul sister girl. She wanted to hang up in my face. I said, Gideon, hold on now, Gideon. I tried to tell he was wanting to get a little antsy. Sharon Bond. Oh, here we go with some old clowns. Let's get this clown up out of here real quick, family. So, yeah, I said, Gideon, let me tell you something. I said, make sure when they call in, tell them to keep them commandments and live. I said, I'm trusting you, Gideon. You can do this now. You can do this. It's not hard. Say it with me. Keep the commandments and live. See, that's simple. That's simple. I was cracking. I had a good time. So every now and then, if you get bored, call up down there to CBN, TBN, Daystar, to where, oh yeah, Judgment done hit down there at the Daystar. Marcus Lamb done got put to sleep, y'all. So I took him up out the way. Yup. See, and guess what else? When I hung up that phone, I prayed. Look, pay attention. A lot of leaders who have not been doing the Father's will is getting taken out the way. They're not going to see the spring. They're getting taken out the way. But check this out, though. Right when I got that phone, I said, Father, now I pray that your truth be like a bulrush fire upon them networks, Father. That the vessels that heard what I said tonight and the ones that heard me back in the other towards the end of the winter, beginning of our winter that was starting this year, when our Yammer used to go live and call them, pray that they will not be able to sleep, won't be able to eat, won't be able to shop, won't be able to put their Christmas tree lights on, won't be able to eat their carb, their little Christmas Day ham. None of that till they get right with your Father. That's what I pray. Indeed I did. I'll chase you down with my prayers. Indeed I will. So family, if you ever get bored, go on down there, pray, call up the little CBN, TBN, Daystar, the Word Network. Have a little fun with them. And go ahead and rebuke them on that phone. Make them believe, I don't need you to pray with me. We can't pray together. I say, we two can't walk together unless they agree. What name you coming in? Because I don't believe in nobody says abortion now. Hit him with this from the top. Is Jesus really white, though? Is the Son of the Most High really hot while he out there walking the hand on his feet everywhere, out there in the sun all this time? He ain't get no tan or nothing. Stop playing with me. He out here pale as a mug. Come on, burn up all Christmas trees. You better say that. He said tear down their groves, Father, let it be known this year. He showed them what time it was with their expensive turkeys because this Thanksgiving that just went by, they Thanksgiving wasn't doing too good this year. No, it wasn't. So guess what, Father? Keep doing your thing out here. Let them know. Until everybody, till the children of the Most High gets released and gets what's owed to us, and justice in the Most High of His people be done. Justice for us is give us our books back, stop lying to us, and get the John Brown out our face. You can do this. You can do. You want to make America great? You can greatly fall by getting the John Brown back what's owed to us. Come on and lift me. Because I was looking up on Kentucky, seeing a sister that was out there in some apartment complex, and some demonic Edomite devil took some dog fecal matter, speared it on her door, and said, "Eat up, Nigger, make America great again." You know what that means? To make America great again is make y'all slaves again. That's when it was a great time. But I'll tell you what the Most High said: "Great shall be the fall of Babylon, you great whore." That's what it's gonna be for y'all. She said, "Afraid to go to Barnes and Noble." I know, sis. I know. Because if you go there to spend money in it, then your Bible come. How long has it been since you ordered it? Or your niece? So how long has it been? We don't appreciate this here taking long and stuff. Like, I'm gonna throw this salmon in the oven. This is some fresh, beautiful salmon. Look at that pretty salmon, y'all. Pretty. Went down there to Wise. Farm raised, it says. Get my little seasonings. Yes, indeed. And I slap your mama, slap your grandmama, and your cousin if they don't keep these commandments. Let me stop. Lemon. I like this spice blend too, Vermont maple. You see, they got a new movie out about. It's so sickening. That is their God. The Bible said in Deuteronomy that it would be there. You would serve other gods of wood and stone that your forefathers never knew. Our forefathers ain't never knew about nobody's white Jesus. White who? Files and nails, girl. If you don't, white who? Who that? Muhammad. Who? Child, please. I know Ahia. I know I am that I am. I know that's his name. Blessed be his holy name. I know that part. Lord Savior, how you doing, bro? Christ Massacre. I love it. You better say that. You better say that. That's exactly what they did. They done massacred this image, so they finna get a Chris Massacre. Chris Massacre. That's a good one right there. Most High gonna make sure plenty more roofs and trees and trimmings and sleigh bells ain't gonna be ringing. Tell me I can hear the sleigh bells ring. I can't stand it. I go in the grocery stores, hear that racket music. I rebuke it right now. Father, put a shield upon, protection upon me, away from this foolishness these hollering heathens talking about here. And in front, I ain't seen too many Salvation Army people ringing ding and ding and ding in front of the stores as new usual this year. I guess they said the heck with Salvation Army. Shoot, out here, Blue Cross and Blue Shield gonna be a lot more ringing ding and ding and asking for some blood pretty soon. You know how they do. Create a catastrophe for they can get some blood. You know how they do. Sickening. Mr. Good, how you doing, Mr. Good? I told my kids, I said, you know what the real hits to be. You know the real gathering is all about. Bunch of homosexuals gathering together and bumping and all that. I said, and snatching up children. Over there in Europe, they up there beating the kids down, having a parade where a crazy looking old white man going in the streets and whipping children. I'm talking about literally, Lord, you're nice. They wasn't lying. He really hit my child. I'm telling you, they really hitting somebody's children's out there. And one day we was at a grocery store. What was it? Me and Zion with the Audis. And it was this guy. You swear you could tell he wanted to be Satanic so bad. He had the beard. He had the little red hat. It was, mind you, this was like the day before they little Thanksgiving. He in the store with his little red hat, his beard, his glasses, like small circle trim, like the Coca-Cola type Saint Nick guy. And he was sitting there with a little red pants, sweatpants, and a white shirt with little black like boots, whatever, looking at Zion like he gonna say, hey, I'm saying, like he was looking for somebody to hype him up. Zion was sitting there like, look at this guy, man. I was cracking up. I said, he a trip, ain't he, son? For real. Especially a twin tornado was rare. Lightning was in the middle, missing no house. Not their house. Oh, y'all, excuse me. The tornado said, Get this one, that one, this one, that one, that one, this one, this one. Hey, all this town don't keep the commandments. Ain't nothing righteous in the town. Come on and lift me. Town got that work. Come on, still further round of applause. But he smacked Kentucky down real good. Ain't no Kentucky Fried nothing up in there. Kentucky Fried Chicken. The devil is, I can't stand KFC. Never did like KFC. In your racist history, the Most High is letting it catch up to you, wicked devils. That's right. You heard what happened in Kentucky. Yes, I did. And I saw the pictures. Every now and then when I'm sipping my nightly tea, I like to just turn it on and just thank the Father. It made me, I was up 2, 3 in the morning praising him. I said, you better come on and lift me. And that's just the beginning, you devils. Talking about this the last. Here come the Christians on the chat. Comment section. They tickle me, Pink. This the last days. Jesus is coming. I said, no, he ain't going nowhere. He never left. That's the problem. I said, this is the reason why all this is happening, because Jesus can't go nowhere out here with riding past somebody's house, a little old naked baby in the daggone yard. Didn't he say don't have no graven images of any likeness of any man? But your whole religion got images all through it. I said, tell me this. Why in the world would the creator have his child be born in the winter out there in a little straw? The mom got a head covering, got clothes on. The dad had clothes on, but the baby ain't had no blanket around it. Sometimes they want to be cute and throw a little blanket, but y'all is about as dizzy as it come. Which one is it? Was the baby wrapped in a blanket and swallowed in a manger? Or was he out there naked with a whole wide pamper cloth on, naked with nobody's hair, a little blonde curl, a little brunette curl? Blue eyes, green hazel. Make up your mind. Like, I need you to make up your mind. I said, no, Jesus is not coming. No, you're not going to be raptured. No, this is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to stand by. There's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. You better come on and lift me. Sis, that's just me too. Y'all cracking up because I'm in the mood tonight. Okay, gonna have my salmon. Okay, finna have me some disrespectful. Quang Yao, and how you say it, Quang Yao. We're gonna remix it, Quang Yao. I would like prefer some couscous, trying to get a little bougie and fancy, whatever have you. But here come another clown, y'all. Here come another clown. Let's go ahead and delete this clown up out of here. They mad because I'm bringing the truth out and in such a humorous way. I said delete this devil here. Oh, there we go. Taking a little bit time, Sophie. You ain't nothing but a crazy robot. I rebuke you, robot. I'll bop a robot too. A robot can get it too. I will rebuke a robot. I ain't afraid of no robot. Care about no robots. They want you to waste your time with it. Like it's a real human and argue with it. I ain't finna argue with no robot. I just boop, bop, boop, 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 boop. Half of these people out here with the jab ain't even human no more anyhow. So it's nothing new. They was already zombies. Now they robotic zombies. Yeah, I see they got a new Christmas story about their Jesus. I backed it up with scripture. Oh, since you went on, that's how I be. I goes right in the comment section like, it was a night before me ruining your Christmas and all through your house. Not a demon will be trembling. No, not a demon will talk back when it gets to see me come and approach. It will tremble and bow at the power to stand before me because I'm a child of the Most High and the King that brings his glory. You better come on in there tonight. Bam. Think he was born between March and April. That part. I know he wasn't born in nobody's winter. And when did he even celebrate his own birthday, though? Can anybody tell me? In March, in chapter 3, he and his parents trimmed the tree and put on the carvings and the trimmings. And then they began to sing around and dance and prance around. And he had even cut and trimmed the first roast beef. Man, get that mess up out of here. Get that mess up out of here. Talking about some trimming and all this nonsense. Boy, I ain't got time for these heathens, boy, y'all. Kentucky got that work. You gotta be happy for the Most High. I'm his cheerleader. You gotta give me some pom-poms, some gold and silver pom-poms. So if ever I'm out and about, I want to just do a little, give me a J. You got your judgment, Give me a B. For Babylon, you going down. Here come on, see? All praises got you. Got her. Yeah, exactly. During the Passover. Exactly, beloved. Exactly. Either way you go, somewhere around his feast days is what we acknowledge. We don't acknowledge the birthdays anyway, because that's a satanic ritual, celebrating oneself. You seen the heathens and pharaohs and Herod and them did that kind of stuff. Celebrating their birthday, telling somebody what had a whole stripper in the daggone place. His whole brother's wife, and something was going on up in that house. Okay, Juanita, okay. She's traveling mercies. But let me get out y'all hair, y'all. I gotta get my hair mask on while I'm cooking my little salmon and whatnot and whatever have you. Okay. And get this kitchen in order, because I get a little nervous when things be out of order. I don't play that out of order spirit. Self-idolizing that part and worship is satanic. Exactly. The I think the heart of it is idolatry. Like you said, idolatry. Y'all, my toe keep on having a cramp, but whenever you get a cramp in your toe, just put your feet down on flat ground and y'all, just let it go ahead and just let it relax. Try to relax it. But my feet, the first time my feet started doing this, I was in karate. The old disrespectful kick, spin around, boom. Foot went stiff on me. I said, whoa. Every now and then when I get a little too excited, it do that every now and then, but it'll be all right. I'm going to go ahead and get up out y'all hair. But shouts out to my people out there in the areas of Kentucky that the Most High kept. All praises. You are beyond. We just talked about on the Sabbath house they built upon a house on sand, and then they built upon a house on the rock. He's not only just talking about you, but literally your house, if you know what I mean. Because see, this house is brick. Most High let me see the vision of the house we was going to when we was at our old place. Before we got here, he showed me brick. So I said, okay, Father, you need to smack down this whole city over here. We're going to be good, whether it was brick or scroll, but we're going to be all right. He said, at least 64 dead in Kentucky, at least. And they still trying to find people. And then, you know what gets me? We're praying. Keep your funky prayers, wrap them up in a pork roll, and dip it in some disgusting lard. He got to be over 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Because I blessed her with yabs, and it came 2 days later, and she got it. Wow, so y'all was blessing each other, and you didn't get yours yet. The enemy's mad, but you going to get it soon. You going to get it soon, sis. I command that Bible be released to you. In the mighty name of Yeshua. In the filthy hands trying to back order it, let the Most High strike them right now until they take care of that situation. Everybody that's supposed to be in line shall be in line. To the deliverer, unto the daggone dispatch system and everything of the such. I rebuke the enemy right now off of her stuff. Yes, indeed. To remind him that the devourer cannot come and take in the locusts and all, and they cannot touch. We the children of the Most High. Point blank in the pier. I'm finna go ahead and get up out y'all hair, get this dinner going, disrespectful dinner, get my mask in my head, sit back, kick back, and laugh. Watch me a few more clips of the Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Judgment, okay? Keep it in mind, y'all. Do history, do research. Whenever there's a disaster in certain areas, look and see what that state is good for concerning things we consume. Like say if it's like when it was Texas and the cows were going through, you see how the milk and the butter and cream and stuff is a lot more expensive. So at the end of the day, beloveds, don't matter. Isaiah 65 said it don't matter. They gonna be in distress, but we finna eat. He said, y'all gonna be ashamed, but we gonna be rejoicing. So it's no need to be getting somber and crying and all this. Get you some tambourines, get you some balloons, get you some drums and party, get you some wine and toast. And be like, praise the Most High for the judgment. Do you some hair regimens. Get your little nails done. Soak your feet. Laugh. Crack up and laugh. Whatever have you. But in all things, be filled with the joy of the Most High. You hear me, family? I love y'all so very much. Appreciate your time and everything like that. I'm going to go ahead and get out your hair and love you. Make sure to take care of your beautiful hair. It ain't no bad hair. It is good hair. All right. And also, this on there. Also, sisters, for my sisters that may have alopecia or may have a little thinning or whatever, and you want to wear some wigs, I'm gonna give you some tips and things about wigs. We're gonna be talking about wigs and everything like that too, because I just made me one yesterday. Definitely do make wigs, and I don't got a John Brown problem with it, because if I want them to check my hair and things of the such and whatnot or whatever had me, I'm gonna wear me one. And I like the stuff that looks something like our hair. I'm feeling a little like the bohemian curl. I'm feeling a little bit of like a curl going on. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that too, sisters, and just do some different little things and work it out and everything like that. All right? Love y'all. Y'all be blessed and have a lovely night and the remaining of your week. I'll see y'all a higher willing tomorrow. All right? Shalom, 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 peace, deuces. You know how we do it. All right. Go ahead and get on off of here.